over, and we didn't fully take advantage. So we left some points on the board. It's no time to feel down about it. We just know we have to be efficient, and that's what the playoffs is about, is just being efficient at the right time, making big shots at the right time, and trusting your game plan and not deviating.
Kai, what's up, man? I left the gym at what? I left to come here at 2 p.m. to get here at 3 because I knew you're going to be one of the first people out on the floor. Yeah. The work that you put in, man, like even with the finishes, left and right finishes, but one thing that really stuck out to me this summer, you were at a junior college working out with a lot of kids and hooping in there just as if you were going against superstars. Talk about the work, man, what that means, putting the work in, and then when nobody is watching and when the cameras aren't on, just putting in that work and also just being dedicated to that.
Yeah, I think failure will inspire you more than you can imagine. And not being able to make the playoffs last year definitely hurt, stung, brought a lot of pain. And the only way I, felt other than doing my prayer and meditation, but being able to express some of those emotions was going on the basketball court. I was right down the street at LA Tech, and some of my friends just being consistent with me throughout those days. I'm grateful for all those times them pushing me. I was watching playoff games and then going to the gym the next day and be like, man, we should have been in the freaking playoffs. So just imagining myself in different situations and pushing myself, in like early April, May, and I was staying consistent, and I think that helped enable me to be well conditioned coming into the season. And be able to flourish at the right time, put in the work, not for anybody else but myself and my family. And just reaping the rewards feels good, but also when you don't make shots, you also have to have that same mentality and continue to battle through. That's what this competitive level is about, is not losing your head through some of the mistakes that you make and continue to put in the work.
The game flipped in the midway through the fourth when your team scored 14 in a row. Can you tell us how you were able to change the game?
Yeah, we talked about it in the huddle, just what the fourth quarter meant, what we had to do, and we knew what adjustments they were making, and it was just about us making the right plays and feeling good about it and feeding each other confidence at the right time.
Hey, Kai. You've had co-stars of very varying temperaments, right? Some very mellow. Luka, obviously, much more emotional. What
We're all emotional. We're human.
Well.
But I hear you.
Some guys you've played with they're very chill on the court, mm-hmm. and Luka is not. Mm-hmm. And Jason was saying earlier that he actually thinks he gets more focused after he gets teed up. He was joking he hadn't gotten a tee in a while. I wanted to make sure he could still do it. Yeah. But he was also really supportive of his teammates tonight emotionally, too. You could really see him going after guys and pumping them up. What is it like to be on the court with that, when he's hot and can't control himself, or when he's like he was tonight? What is that like to be on the court with?
Yeah, I've learned, obviously from playing with other co-stars, but specifically with Luka, it's just you got to trust him, and you got to let him be him and allow him to grow. He's very young still, very well accomplished, but I know his overall goal is to win a championship, and it's the same for me. So that's our focus. It's not so much about kind of our emotions and our reactions, just settling.
Does he give guys energy?
Yeah, absolutely. He's an incredible leader next to me, and we do it with others around us too, and we empower each other to have that voice. And when he's emotional, he's honest, and I appreciate that. I'd rather be out there with someone that's emotional and wants to do better for themselves and for the team than someone that's quiet or just allowing things to happen and kind of depending on everybody else to step in. He's one of those type leaders where he just wants to come in, make his presence be felt, and sometimes when he gets text, you just got to live with it and move on. And that's where we are, man. It's the playoffs, and those little things you just got to kind of bury and move on.
Yeah, no, we got better. Hey, Guy. I know you talked about the Clippers having future Hall of Famers, but one in particular, James Harden, who you had to battle against tonight. What is the process of preparing for a guard like James Harden and other guards that if they get hot, they could take over a game?
Yeah, you just got to be smart with your approach to what you watch on film, because James capable of going for 30 any night, but he obviously is playing with Paul George and Kawhi, so it's a different dynamic, and I think tonight showed that. So Last game he has 28 points, 20 points going into halftime. It's a different pace. It's a different rhythm. He's playing with a different flow. So you just got to be aware of when you get those opportunities to guard him.